go.
Good morning. Hope you're well. I'm Vikas Bhakta, and I'm the founder and CEO of Vigo Mobile Apps. Today, when we think of mobile travel, if we're on our way to the airport, we can actually check into our flight from our phone. We can even request a car to take us to the airport from our phone. But when we think about hotels, we still can't check in until we actually arrive at the hotel. Until now. With Vigo, we can check in and select our own room prior to arrival. We can also book our room during the planning phase, as well as check out on the departure date directly from our phone. We've built a platform where travelers can simply book, stay, go. Enough talk, let's demo. We'll begin with the check-in process. Today, I have a reservation at the Gale South Beach, our first launch hotel. At 12 noon, I receive an email. At 12 noon, I receive an email that instructs me to simply click a link to begin the check-in process. I simply click the link, and I'm taken directly into our app. Our confirmation number is autofilled for us. From here, we can check in 4 simple clicks. First, I search for the reservation, and we're instructed to confirm our details. If we need to make any changes to our information, we can do that at a touch of a button. Once we confirm all of our information, we simply press Select Room. Now we have a list of available room numbers for us to select from. Now myself, I like to be in the middle of the action, as you can see. So I'm a low floor, near elevator type of person. I select room 106, and then I press check-in, and I've completed check-in in 4 simple clicks. On the day of departure, we can check out in 3 clicks. Simply press checkout, our receipt populates. From there, we can confirm our charges. If there are any discrepancies, we can call the hotel with a simple click. After we confirm, we can show our schedule our departure time, as well as recommend the hotel and complete checkout. Now, after our stay, if we want to look at a receipt, we simply go into our past stays tab, we select our reservation, click invoice, and now we can actually print or email our receipt to ourselves. We don't need to call the hotel anymore. With Vigo, we're in control now. Now, if we want to book a room, we simply go into our book a stay tab, and we can book a room through our optimized mobile distribution channel. We simply select a city. We'll assume it's for tonight, for one night. We can use our drop-down menu to adjust the dates very simply. We select a hotel, and here we have all of our hotel information. We can scroll through the amenities, we can look at a map, we have our photos, and we can simply select book room. Now we have our available room types, as well as our rates. Select a room, and then we enter our guest info to complete the booking. After we book a room, we can go into our future stays tab, where we have a list of all of our future reservations, and then if we select one, we can actually make any modifications or cancel at the touch of a button. And that completes our seamless experience. Today, Vigo is launching a mobile-first, cloud-based technology platform that directly connects hotel travelers with suppliers to facilitate the exchange of real-time information in order to increase guest satisfaction and operational efficiency. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the future of the hotel industry. Book, stay, go. We're a bootstrap company with a live product launching at the Gale South Beach. Currently, we are raising our Series seed round of financing and expanding aggressively in major US markets. If you're a seed stage investor or you have ties to the hotel industry, we'd love to talk to you. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Neil, Eric, the entire demo team, thank you for having us. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and please vote for Vigo.
Thank you. Awesome. I like it when everyone's on time. All right. Why don't we start with Steve, who made it?
Yes. So I think the booking and room selection, that part of the user flow was really cool. But I wanted to understand hotel reservation systems, the way they handle inventory. It's really antiquated. They usually have a closed system or a proprietary system.
Right.
For example, Hotel Tonight, they still use fax machines, and they can't actually give you the room selection because most of these hotels, even the more modern boutique hotels, don't operate in a cloud-based
Great.
reservation system. So how would you integrate with not only their inventory, but also their actual, how they break out their inventory in terms of room type and costs?
Absolutely. Great question. So, Micros PMS is a major PMS provider for most hotels. They have about 25,000 integrated hotels from Hilton, Marriott, Starwood, most upscale boutique hotels. Over the last 6 months, we've become a certified partner with Micros. So we're the first and only integrated partner to offer a mobile app service. So we actually connect through the PMS system, so that's where our direct connection with the supplier comes in. So now, Micros is moving to a cloud-based infrastructure, which we basically joined in with them to provide that service through the cloud. Such hotel chains such as Four Seasons, as well as Omni, have already moved over their entire systems into the cloud through the Micros PMS, and that is how we gain that direct access.
What percentage of 3-star and above hotels in the U.S. use that system or a similar system that you can tap into?
If I go to percentage, I'd say 75% to more. They have about, in the U.S. only, they have 25,000 globally, and in the U.S., I'd estimate about 10 to 15,000.
Christine?
Yeah, and sort of tagging on to that, how do you account for some of the control that a hotel manager might want to have that's not easily accounted for? So, for example, they don't want to assign rooms on a certain floor because that housekeeper's out for the day sick, right? So they're trying to direct the inventory in certain ways, which they will do at the front desk.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
right now, currently, great question. Right now, currently, we basically only show clean rooms available. So in their inventory system, in the housekeeping system, they can block off rooms so that when we actually access
They
it,
can block off a floor.
exactly, they block off. Same way if the manager in the back and you have the front desk in the front, to make sure that front desk doesn't assign that room, they can block it off on the back, so it's a seamless system.
And so, sorry, Josh. And so, what's the real purchase driver for the hotel owner or the general manager? Because, often it's like sell more rooms, right? Like the core business of the hotel. Are you a cost saver?
Correct.
What's the thing for you?
We basically create some operational efficiency because we're going to, let the guest manage their own expectations, first of all. And then we see the trend going towards mobile bookings. So hotels are looking for a better mobile distribution channel that can offer competitive prices, whereas right now there's there's a lot of friction between the online distributors and the hotel brands. So we're positioning ourselves to be a mobile platform, whereas most of the price lines of the world, they're more the desktop still, and they won that, and now we're moving over to mobile, and that's where we're positioning ourselves at.
So Josh, how about you? Do you want to avoid waiting in lines?
I think the idea of picking your room and doing it all from the phone, not having to talk to people, is obviously a huge way that we're seeing mobile apps enable that. But I think the bigger question is, if the financial model is really based around getting more bookings, building a brand on mobile is really, really hard. Hotel Tonight's kind of been out 4 or 5, 3, 4 years now, and has really done a pretty good job sort of trying to build a brand for last minute, cheap bookings, very discounted. And a lot of the hotel business has always been around finding the best discounts and competing on that. Do you really want to get into that space? And how are you going to be able to kind of ensure enough booking volume?
We're trying to, exactly, but we have 3 revenue streams. We have an integration fee as well as a monthly service fee for the service, and then the third is a transactional fee. But as you say, we're competing more on value service than price. We're competing more on differentiated experience than on price. And some of the stats that we see from Focusrite, people will pay for experience and convenience, that $10 extra than price. Most mobile travelers, especially.
Okay. One more question.
Checking out, I like that you made it very easy and very simple, and it's sort of a one-tap experience to close out. But you can already kind of check out automatically. You can just walk out, right?
Yeah, that's
and
what
you'll
I
get that emailed to you, and if it's wrong, you'll look at it afterwards. You'll get it by email usually, and you'll be able to contest anything that's incorrect. So I'm not as sold on that piece of it, but what I think would be of more value is, and clearly from today, is going from an airport to a hotel, figuring out that transportation. We have services like Uber and Lyft out there right now. Is that part of your vision, or
We're really focused,
important?
right? We're focused to great questions. To answer your first question, ours program, because we know that everyone likes to just walk out and leave. Actually, you can do that with our app, and then at 5 o'clock we actually run through it, and you'll have your receipt already saved in past days without ever touching anything. It's a matter of just you confirming your own charges before you leave, because some people do like to do that. But some business travelers are like, hey, I'll just get it somewhere else at some other time. That's perfectly fine. But the next day when you go to the past days, it'll just automatically be there for you. So that's great. The second part, we're really focused on the hospitality industry currently because we feel like there's a huge market out there. So we're not really trying to get too wide just yet. We're really focused on the hospitality industry.
Okay, great. Big round of applause for Vigo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vigo.